Has him at the 45 already. Back to throw. Painter. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10, down at the 31. Now the man from nearby Stanford, Christian McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. This defense for the Niners, they played extremely well last week in the win over Atlanta.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Niners are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Stopped on the play by Jaquan Brisker.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Painter. He's got him in, complete, the 30, 10, 5, touchdown, 49ers. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big streak like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting.
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 14-0. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 receptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Looking to throw. Nicholson. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. On 1st down, Nicholson. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Nicholson. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Painter. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. On 1st down, Clancy. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Off play action. Painter. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Painter. Completes this one to Pickens. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Throwing on first down. Nicholson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. To throw on second down. Nicholson looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. Off the play fake. Nicholson. And his throw is incomplete. Well, you don't expect too many quarterbacks to be adept at breaking away from would-be tacklers, but this is uncommonly good right here as he's able to get away. Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them up the scoreboard here.
To throw on third down. Nicholson. He finds his target, Allen. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They'll look to throw again. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime here in Santa Clara with the 49ers out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards. They'll run on first down. Clancy. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Touchdown 49ers. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Niners have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, he's got a man complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Off-play action. Nicholson taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Mecole Hardman, 40 yards. And the Rams are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Elliott good with a PAT. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. The Rams kickoff team on the field. And here we go with the ball in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake. Painter. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but to show them a lot of different looks. And they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different. On 1st and 10, Painter. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. 2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he's got room. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. So that potentially a turning point here this 3rd quarter. A 2-score lead down to 1 now following the pick 6. And that had to be the message at halftime for this defense. Delivered and accepted. We need to go out there and make something happen.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Back to throw. Painter. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Rams are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And some room to maneuver. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down. You're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Looking to throw. Nicholson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the 49ers are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Alex Highsmith, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 50 yards on the ground for him so far. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Off the bootleg. Painter. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Returnable now for Allen. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. Now the offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Completes it to Hardman.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Back to throw.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And the Niners have just about sewn up this football game.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. On 1st down, Painter. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And here he's got Grant.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot. But now, it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Throwing to start the drive. Painter. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Clancy. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Clancy. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory.
Javon Holland coming up to make the stop.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff up the middle. Clancy. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Well, come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job standing.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Trent McDuffie with a pick, and the Rams are going to take possession of the football.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
And he's got some space here. That good for 19 on a first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but man, his first step is so quick too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
Tell me I didn't just see these first 2 possessions. I mean, is this one of those cases of anything you can do, I can do
better?
Maybe not better, huh?
Worse?
Yeah, just a little bit. Very sloppy start. I think maybe a case of the nerves for both teams.
And now we're back to an even playing field. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Painter looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 23 yards the pickup there. They go play action here on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Grant. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Clancy.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Back to throw. Painter. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Operating from the gun. Painter. And he comes back with one complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Painter. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They had to fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
Over the middle, complete. It's Murray. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And it's intercepted.
And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about.
He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Looking to throw. Nicholson. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
They're watching the film, and it's working. Off-play action. Painter on the move to his... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they're going to move it down inside the 25.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he can get a good head of steam going.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Cade York on now for the field goal.
From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Operating from the gun, Painter. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A very costly sack there on third and goal pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on fourth. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still third and goal that they face now. Operating from the gun, Painter, and it's caught. Touchdown 49ers.
George Pickens
with career touchdown number 60.
And the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that makes our score 17-0.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play.
He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Throwing on first down, Nicholson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Clancy, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 69 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. On first down, Clancy. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake, Nicholson. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. They'll keep it on the ground. Clancy. Showed off the juke, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun. Painter. The quick slant caught. And the Niners are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll run on first down. Clancy. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Off play action. Painter. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. From 6 yards away, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 24.
Rams nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Rams take over 1st and 10.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Wide open. It's Allen, complete.
Finding room at midfield.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Nicholson. He finds his man, complete. That's Murray.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Nicholson. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down, Nicholson.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he is going to have a Rams 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Curtis Samuel from 17 yards out.
And the Rams are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Up the middle they go. Clancy, limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now.
Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Here's Allen.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And out will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 34. Now a throw here, hauled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
McCaffrey is into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. And the 49er hands team does. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll keep it on the ground. Clancy. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Off the bootleg. Painter. And that is incomplete. Well, the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
York able to send this one through. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
Throwing to start the drive. Nicholson, he's going to let it fly. And this one is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off.
Touchdown, Rams! From 13 yards out. And the Rams have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game.
On the return from his end zone is Grant.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And checking the timeouts, they do have two defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Looking to throw on second down. Painter. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Off the play fake. Painter. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with two remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action. Painter. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And the Rams are going to get it back here just past the 35.
Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This will be caught at Samuel. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 27-yard line. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish this season strong.
The Los Angeles Rams now on the clock. It's now the Arizona Cardinals selection. They're on the clock. It's now the San Francisco 49ers pick. They're up. The next pick has been traded. The San Francisco 49ers are now on the clock. The New Orleans Saints are now on the clock. The 49ers on the clock now. The Minnesota Vikings are now on the clock. The Los Angeles Rams are up. They're on the clock. On the clock now, the New England Patriots. Now on the clock, the San Francisco 49ers. The Cardinals on the clock now. It's now the San Francisco 49ers pick. They're up. The Kansas City Chiefs, now on the clock. On the clock now, the Los Angeles Rams. The Carolina Panthers, now on the clock. The San Francisco 49ers are now on the clock. It's the New Orleans Saints, now on the clock.